Morning. Welcome to Healed Money. I'm super excited to be here with you all. Yay. I got on here an hour ago and I was like, where is I like sat here and I was like, where is it? And I was like, oh yeah, it's at noon. It is not at 11 my time. So yay. Hi everybody, welcome. I want to do a quick round of celebrations. I saw that Megan had some celebrations and you're here live. So please go to the chat box. Go to the chat box and let me know something that you are celebrating. And for Kate, who just came in, we're doing a little celebration session. So Kate, go to the chat box. Let's say something you're celebrating in the world of money, in the world of business, in the world of abundance, in the world of your career. What's something in the last couple of days or the last week that you're really happy about? I would love to know. Wow. Just checked. This is Ginny's child. College savings account and it has over 24,000 in it. I didn't expect it to have done that well. That's amazing. That's so good. And he's got some time
He has to
too.
go to college. Kidding.
What?
I said, now I guess he has to go to college.
Well, if he doesn't, you can just buy a boat.
That too. There's certain things though with a 529, like a state account like that, that you can use it for and things you can't.
Yeah,
But
I'm just
either way, maybe he'll go into a trade. You can use it for that.
yeah. Amazing. Thank you for sharing that. I'm super excited. Okay, what else have we got? What other celebrations have we got going on? I know. Megan got a $10,000 grant. That's so amazing. And I know you've been working on that for a while for your small business, artist collaborative storefront, where I get to make art and support other local artists in selling their handmade goods as well. That's so amazing. Yeah,
Super
I,
excited.
I was so happy to see that. I know you've been working on it for a
Thank
while.
you. Thank you guys. Thanks for celebrating. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's still surreal. So that's why I was like, I just need need help dropping into it. So thank you all.
We'll do it today. We'll do it today. Today's gonna be good for
Yeah.
that.
Yay, thank you.
Yay. I'm celebrating feeling very in alignment with my life and business right now. My husband got off a call about a great opportunity that would mean great things for us financially and for family planning. Yay! Yay! Yay for good things happening. Yay for good things happening. I love it. Okay, so today, feel free to share any other celebrations. Everybody can keep sharing whatever you want to share. Today is about receiving good things. This is about your relationship with receiving, this relationship with ease when it comes to money, a relationship with joy when it comes to money. And this can help in many different ways. I'm celebrating 2 perfect days away with my husband around inspiring people. Amazing. Yay. Okay, this is we've done a lot around letting go. Oh, Bubby, we don't need to talk to them. They're just doing their thing. They're just doing their thing. I don't know if you heard him. He was over there like, "Bah." This is really important because we've been doing a lot around letting go and creating a lot of space. And in each of those practices, we're also doing, so the way I like to work with people and the way we work with our bodies and the way we work with our systems to open up is detox and nourish, letting go, and then nourishing what's there and opening up to receive. It's kind of like this orchid that I overwatered. Okay. It was beautiful. It was flowering, and then I put too much water in it. I'm normally pretty good at taking care of orchids, but it's just like you make one wrong move with an orchid and it can take a while to recover. So this orchid is going to be okay. This orchid is going to be okay. As you can see, it is not dead. There are healthy roots. It looks kind of dead from the top, but if you look down here, it's got healthy roots. It does have some rotting roots. So what I need to do, I just pulled this out of its thing yesterday. What I need to do is go in here and clean up some of these rotting roots, replant it, give it like some good soil to grow into, make sure I'm watering it appropriately. And that's what we do in our practices. We're letting go and making space and clearing. And then we're filling ourselves up. And a lot of this is already within us, right? With like the feelings we want to feel, with the courage that we want to feel, with the wisdom and the education that's going to help us continue to move forward, and that's going to like help my little orchid to have little flowers again, right? And so in all of our practice, we've been doing some detoxing, detoxing, making space, clearing, and then we've also been doing letting things back in. Okay. And yeah, Forrest is, oh my gosh, now I have to show you all this. Also, my mom is visiting, and this is her like makeshift bed. Let me see. He's falling asleep looking out the window right now. Isn't that ridiculous? He's like trying to look out the window and falling asleep at the same time. Okay, just so cute. I can't. I'm like, I should teach classes where it's just like my dog on Zoom, and you all just can watch what he does the entire day. It's so ridiculous. I know. He's so funny. Here in just like forest videos. I swear he could be a dog influencer if I had the freaking time. He's so ridiculous. He does so many ridiculous things all the time. Okay, anyway, back to what I was saying before I got distracted by my freaking dog. Today is really about opening up to ease. I mean, all of this is about opening up to ease and opening up to joy. Like that's the whole point with this. Like I want you all to make more money. I want you all to receive these grants and receive these opportunities, but they don't mean anything if we can't actually receive it, and if we're actually and enjoy it and find pleasure in it. And so today we're going to be doing a practice that's going to help. We're going to be doing a bit of release, and then we're just going to be focusing on feeling safety and pleasure and joy and love like in our bodies. And I have found one of the best ways to do this, can you all guess? There's many ways to do this, but one of the easiest and most fun ones, can you guess what it is? Tapping is good, but it's not tapping. Does anybody else have a guess? Dancing. It's dancing. That's right. It's dancing. Yep. So I have put together a few songs. Yeah. Wine. Yeah, there are lots of great ways to do this, right? Anything that brings you joy, dancing is really great because like it's actually a somatic practice, right? Like it helps you get so in touch with your body because it's like fully body focused, right? But anything like you can start to enact this practice more and more. Like if you're out hiking in nature, like letting yourself become so present and experience the sensations and the views and all of these kind of things, and let yourself be in a state of like awe. And so what we're going to do is for the first song, we're going to like do a bit of release, feeling any fear, like letting yourself feel in your body, and I'll lead you through it. And you might feel a little weird, you might feel uncomfortable, but that's okay, right? You don't have to be self-conscious. You can keep your video on or off, whatever you want to do. And this is not movement to look good. Okay, this is one thing I want to share about dancing. And here's a secret about dancing. I've been a dancer my whole life, like a freaking long time, and I've taught dance for many years. Being a good dancer is, it's not about how you look, it's about how you feel. So I want you all to practice letting yourself not think about how you're looking, but just focusing on the sensations and the feeling. So this is about like moving in a way that is tapping into anything you need to let go of at first for the first song, and then a couple songs of, and I'm going to cue you through it, all of it, and then a couple songs of just letting yourself feel good and feel joy and feel pleasure in your body and in your reality. And then after that, we're going to do a journaling practice. Okay, so the dancing part will take maybe 10 minutes. We're not going to spend too terribly long on it, maybe 15 minutes. And then we're going to move into a couple of journaling prompts from that energy. Okay, so I'm going to give you, don't have a piece of paper or a journal close by, go grab your journal, and I'll give you just a minute and let me know when you're ready. And you need to have a little bit of space. I don't have that much space right now because I have a bed set up in here, but that normally is not here. But go grab a journal and then tell me in the chat box when you're ready. Yay! I'm gonna make sure all my audio is ready to go. Okay, we got it ready. We got it ready. Okay, I'm making sure my song of cues is ready. Remove. I'm removing one of these songs. And it's not doing it. It's okay, I'll just skip it. Okay. Yay! God! Oops, good. Okay, great. Okay. So this very first song, what I want you all to do for the first song, it's gonna be like release. So I'm gonna like drop you in here in a minute, and then you're gonna feel into anything like asking yourself and asking your body, is there anything in my way right now of feeling at peace and feeling ease and feeling trust and feeling satisfied? And it might be like, oh, I'm feeling fear, or I'm feeling grief, and I'm feeling discomfort, or I'm feeling stressed, or I'm feeling anything. And it might be like, there might not be anything there, right? But there might just be like a little thing. And here's what we're doing. We don't need to just like be constantly trying to dig to release stuff. But I have really found through, and you all know me, I've been doing healing work for a long ass time, like since I was 15 years old, since I was a literal child. And what I have found is just like, you're doing upkeep. You're doing consistent upkeep. So by little, doing a little bit of release every single day has really helped me to be able to sustain like high levels of functioning, high levels of joy, high levels of like my dreams coming true, because I'm not allowing things to accumulate. And you all know this. Like, I've been here, I've done this before. Sometimes it just happens. Sometimes life is lifing and things build up and we can't really take care of ourselves in the way, or we're in avoidance of like feeling some stuff. But the periods of time where I've really let myself think of it more as like upkeep, so like little bits going in and releasing little bits, not having to necessarily do some big release, right? It's like stretching. You don't have to like, I relate to stretching a lot because like I was a dancer, like I said. The thing was to stretch a little bit every day. And that's going to keep you way more flexible than doing like a big stretching session every 2 weeks. Okay. It's the same thing with doing release and expansion practices, embodiment practices like we're about to do today. Doing a little bit every day is going to keep you so much more flexible and open to life than doing like big sessions every couple of weeks or however often. Okay. And this can take, this can take 5 minutes. It does not have to take a long time. Okay. So this doesn't have to be some big release, but just like let yourself feel it in your body. Let yourself like be like, is there anything that's blocking? Okay. And again, I'm going to talk you through it and let's get into it. Okay. So we're going to start songless for a second. I want you all to just take some space, start to breathe in, start to drop into your body. And one thing I want to remind you all, actually, that I didn't say that's really important for me to say. This is your practice. You can stay seated, you can lay down, you can move around, like edit this for your body. I'm not going to be like, stick your leg above your head. Like this isn't like a training dance practice. You know what I mean? This is just you feeling your body. So do anything you are allowed to and encourage to always change anything in a way that's going to fit with your body and feel good with your body. Okay. So starting to breathe deeply, letting breath take up space. You can start to place your hands on anything. We're just getting in touch with our senses. So feeling your clothes, feeling your skin, noticing where you are in space and time, noticing colors, noticing textures. And I want you all to start by setting an intention, or you can say a prayer to help you drop into more peace and more trust in your body and in your life. To support your love in the world, to support your work in the world, to support your joy in the world. And feel all of the support within you and around you, all of the resource from Mother Earth, from any benevolent supported guides, ancestors, anyone that you identify with their support internally, externally, your community, your family, and within your body. Find the areas of resource, find the areas of love and overflow and trust and groundedness. Beautiful. Taking a few really deep breaths. Letting your awareness drop inward. Noticing how your body is feeling today. And asking if there's anything, any feeling that needs to be acknowledged, that needs to be compassionately felt, that needs to be loved and seen and witnessed. We're not trying to force it to change, we're just allowing it to be. Allowing yourself to become a channel for all of life. So anything, any bits of fear, any bits of anxiety, any bits of tension, noticing where it is in your body, noticing what it is, what it has to say. So at this point, you can either stay seated or you can stand up. I'm going to stay seated so that you all can hear me. I'm going to be moving and grooving from my seat, but feel free to stand up, take up space. So notice any areas of any tension, any frustration, any sadness, fear, whatever it is. And there might not be much there. There might be a lot there. And that's okay. Whatever it is that you're experiencing is perfect. You may have emotions. You may have sound. So any sort of sound, any sort of breath is welcome. Again, you're alone in your space. So you can sigh. You can make any noise that is an expression of what you're feeling. Mm. With the music, with that feeling. At any point, you can shake. Shaking is a really great way to help move energy. And again, it's not about what you look like, it's about what you feel like. Giving it a little more energy, giving it a little more focus, giving it a little more of all of you. Letting it come a little more forward, letting yourself feel a little more unhinged, a little more real. You have 1 more minute here to just like be with this feeling, be with this expression, this release. Any noises? Whew, whew. Good. Give it 30 more seconds. 30 more seconds. Just be with this feeling, whatever it is. Maybe it's shifted. All right. Now letting yourself come to a bit more stillness, a bit more saloonness already. And now taking some time to just, we're going to do a practice here where I want you to take your hands and imagine that your hands can gather up any heaviness, any toxic energy, and you can rub them across your body, and it's almost like they're diffusing it out of your body. Like it's washing it out of your body, and you can shake off your hands, or you can send it down into the earth through your whole body, your legs, the back of your body, releasing anything, feeling it exit, feeling it move down into the earth. Mother Earth is the great composter. We love her so. On your head, across your face, just removing anything that's up your throat, your heart. Feeling it release through your hands and out of your body. All right. Ooh. And now we're going to move into pleasure and joy. So feeling this connection to the earth, feeling this connection to all of life, feeling this connection to people all around the globe, all of us here, feeling this connection to your own infinite wisdom, feeling this connection to your everlasting love, to all of the magic of life. And noticing where you feel that in your body, all of the beauty that has come to you, all of the wonder that has come to you, all of the joy. And for the next song, I want you to vibe. I just want you to vibe. Okay? The song is called Confidence. So feeling pleasure, feeling joy. Again, it's not about what you look like, it's about what you feel like, letting it in. Let it be joyful, let it be fun. Feeling ease in your body. Ooh, see if you can turn up the joy, turn up the pleasure. Letting your body move even more. Letting your hips move, letting your heart move. Maybe getting your hair into it, letting your hair go all over the place. Woo. Mm. Just a few more minutes. You can give it a little more, like getting lost in it, getting lost in it. What would it feel like for life to move through you? To lose all thoughts. And just to be. This is receiving. Receiving is ultimately just being. Being with what is. It's possible to receive anything. Be open to anything as a source of love. Woo. Any noises? You have one more minute. Turn it up more. Whew. Notice if anything in you is like, oh, this is so silly. Good, be silly. Let your movement even more unhinged, even more free. Okay. Last bit, last bit. All right. So coming back into stillness, you can either stay standing and give yourself just like some little sways. You can sit, whatever feels good to you. Just noticing how your body is feeling. There might still be things moving, and that's great. like energy moving through you. Taking some deep breaths. Any stretches you want to give yourself. All right, now go to your journal. And the prompts I have for you, I'm gonna give you 3 prompts and I'm gonna write them down. But I'm gonna give you all 3 at the same time so that you can just go through all of them, and then I'm gonna let you just free write to the music, and then we're gonna share. Okay? I want you, I'm gonna turn the music down for just a minute while I'm explaining this. The 3 things are, what is the experience of money being easeful for you? What does that look like? What does that feel like? Okay. The second question, again, I'm going to put these in the chat box so that you have them, is where are you already experiencing this? Noticing where you're already experiencing this. And finding gratitude and appreciation so that you can notice it and really anchor into, oh, my experience of money is easeful. Okay. And the second thing, or the third thing, is how can you let this in more? Is there somewhere that you can take an action, let something go, open up to something, be more present to something as it's occurring? Okay, so those are your 3 prompts. I'm going to write them down. Okay, so I'm going to give you maybe 10 minutes, maybe a little less, 8 minutes to write through all of this.
sound.
Just a few more minutes. Okay, just 2 more minutes. All right, you all. All right. So we're gonna take a couple minutes to share here. I'd love to know, go to the chat box first. How are you feeling? Let me know how you're feeling. Yay. Oh, that's amazing. Tapped in, yay. All right. Relaxed and happy. So I would love to know if you all want to share anything, or if you have any questions or want any support on anything, we're going to take some time where you can unmute yourself and do so. My ask is try to keep it to about, like, if you're doing a share, try to keep it to like 2 to 3 minutes. And yeah, so any questions, any shares, any support asks about this or about anything money related is welcome. I will stop talking. If someone wants to unmute themselves and go, they can. Hey.
Hi. I'll speak on something regarding, I had just kind of shared late in the chat box, that that experience was also really grounding, because just before this call, I had uh, kind of a triggering conversation, that was just like, it was well received on my end, and like, it wasn't anything bad, but it was like related to the money that I just received, and how to spend it. And so it was kind of going into this, I was feeling just kind of this like negative energy, because it tapped into one of those wounds that I was just kind of like, oh, like I could feel my body when my business partner kind of brought this up, that I was like not receiving it well, and it was, triggering something. So I was like, this is good that I had this call, because that exercise and just this call has been really helpful to shift from that energy. So thank you, first of all. And then my second, kind of moving away because this building is old and hopefully you can still hear me. The second thing I was going to ask about was that, so my storefront is in a space where I share kind of the same building with another shop. And the shop next to me carries crystals, and I also carry crystals and gemstones and things. And so my money question from a business standpoint is, I'm wanting to invest more in like expanding on that kind of inventory, but also with competition so close, and like I don't see it as competition. So I'm like struggling from the sense of like how to, because I don't want to like stop her from selling, because that's not, I don't, so it's this like struggle of like the business side of like competition, and how to just approach it from like fueling my passion and like using that money that I was given like in a wise way. So any, I guess, like input on just that struggle of like the intention of wanting everyone to succeed, but also like the realistics of business and like close proximity of quote unquote competitors. Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally. Totally. I mean, I'm going to talk about this from like, oh, am I breaking
You can
up?
like,
Can you all hear me? Am I breaking up?
you're good. I can hear you.
Okay. I'm going to talk about this from like an like overhead wide view, like abundance mindset kind of thing. I'm really glad you're like, I don't really see any competition, because the thing is that I mean, I feel like with stores like this that sell crystals, that sell art, that sell all these kind of things, it's less about the product and it's more about like the vibe. You know what I mean? And different people are going to be attracted to different kinds of stores. So someone might walk into your store or even look in the window and be like, this is the place I want to purchase from. This is the person I want to purchase from. And someone might see the place next door and have the same thing. So, and I think like also my dog is crying at the door, so let me let him in. Baby, 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 baby. Okay, well, he's now my mom was out and now she's back home and she's opening up a chip bag now in the other room. So he lost interest. He was like crying at the door for a while. And then he heard the chip bag opening and he's like, just kidding, bye. So you know, like all the time there's like gas stations close to each other, there's coffee shops that are close to each other, and it's just about like where people want to spend their money. And I think having this like this mindset of being like there's going to be plenty of people who want to buy in this store and there's going to be plenty of people who want to buy in that store. Like I think of right now there's two, I'm in Boulder, so there's two like stores that sell a lot of like spiritual items, books. Well, there's more than two, but there's two in particular I'm thinking about that are literally like a block or two away from each other. And they also have crystals and stuff. And one of them is like, I know the person who owns it. It's just more like my vibe than the other one. And there's not like a particular reason, but I like to go to the other one. And so like it's just different people are going to want different things. You know, I think of like I have friends who do literally almost the exact same thing that I do, but it's just in a different way based on who they are. So, and I have like I will literally have clients who hire me and hire them, or clients who, and it's just like getting into the state where there's yeah, like you said, there's enough to go to around. Um, have they ever had an issue with it? Have they ever said anything to you about it?
No, and it's like and that's where I'm like, no, because I kind of was here at my business was established here first and then they kind of moved in. And so it's like I didn't mind, and they're definitely an antique shop, and so it's like we have different vibes, but we're very compatible for each other in terms of how we play off of each other and what she carries and just our vibes in the store. So it's nice because whoever walks in, like they're gonna enjoy both stores. But like I think, and based off of what you're saying, and I definitely think I I agree with all of that, and I already kind of knew the answer, but I wanted to kind of hear your 2 cents on it because I totally agree.
Yeah.
It's all about the vibe, and it's something where I'm like, I don't ever want to like, yeah, there's enough to go around. Like, I never want to be that, and you're gonna either like, the vibe or not. And so, yeah, it was helpful to hear what you had to say, just kind of broadening that and touching on that. And yeah, that was just kind of something that happened right before this. So I was like, I kind of know how, like I settled and I knew how I felt about it, but it was helpful to get just a little 2 cents on that. So thanks.
Yeah. And like having that, another thing I'll add is having that state in not just for this experience, but for so like that's gonna having that way of relating to things is gonna serve you in so many areas. Like I think about a couple of years ago, I had a course name and someone reached out to me and they were like, hey, I see that you have this course name that's the same name as my course. I want you to know that I like they basically kind of accused me of stealing it, and they were like, and I'm getting a what's it called? Like a trademark on it. And I had seen this person before with that course name, and I was just like, oh, interesting. We have the same course name. But I did a little research and I had the name first, actually. And I like I went back to them and I was like, first of all, I you can't do anything about it. Like what you're bringing to me is actually false, and you literally can't make me you can't ask me to change my course name because that's what they were doing. I was like, you have zero grounds to do that. Second of all, like I don't remember exactly how I said it, but they received it really well. I was like, I saw a while ago that you had this name as well. And my thought was like, oh, interesting that we have our, like, we're out there doing very similar work and a lot of people need this work. It was about money. I'm like, there's a bajillion people who need help with money, who want help with money. And so I didn't see it as like a threat. I was like, of course, there's going to be someone out there with names, really like 2 words. One of them has to do with money. Like, of course. And, eventually they came back and they were like, oh, okay, like that makes sense and all this stuff. And it's just like, if you're seeing and this isn't speaking to you, but this is just speaking, if someone is seeing something as a threat, like, oh, is competition and this is a threat and this is a threat and this is a threat, that's going to like leak into so many areas of your life. And it's just going to cause burn bridges and frustrations between people you don't know and people that you love. So having that sort of like, like trusting, I wish the best for you, I wish the best for us, and there's enough to go around, that generosity in your heart, and it is going to serve you in so many ways.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't, that's exactly it. Cause I'm like, I don't want to carry that energy of like the threat, like around every corner. Like that's not energy I want to carry into my business. No, did I freeze? Oh, no, okay.
Yeah,
Did I freeze? Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I completely agree with all of that. Cause it's like the only thing we really have that like I'm more of, because I've got a yoga space above the storefront. So I'm more of like tapping into the spiritual stuff along with the art. And like, so the only thing we really have in Ty there is the gemstone. She carries the gemstones I carry. And that's like, I'm like, more to go around. So again, like I think I knew the answer and everything, but this was helpful to just get a little bit more of that. Yeah, a little bit more of that say of that. So thank you.
All right. Does anybody else want to share anything, ask anything? Yay. Okay. Everybody feeling good? Give me a thumbs up if you're feeling good. Or something. Okay. Yay. So your integration, we're going to meet back up on Tuesday and we're going to talk about money and structure. Okay. For the next, it's going to be the weekend coming up, just notice, just let yourself be in a state of more ease. Notice any areas where you're feeling contraction around money, mistrust with money, and like just explore it a little bit. Either like feel it in your body, like that practice we just did, or just be like, oh, where is this coming from? Is this actually true? Is this actually true that, this is hurting me in some way, or that there's a threat, or that I'm running out, or whatever it is? And then see if you can just open and relax into ease. Okay. And other like more tangible things might come through along the way. But that's your integration homework, is just like to let yourself be in ease, let yourself be like both with money and outside of money. Like do some things that bring you pleasure and bring you joy and relaxation. Okay. Yay. All right, you all. Well, I will see you Tuesday for our call around structure. And I hope you all have a great weekend, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks for being here. Okay. Bye.